Happy Sunday, children. All right, so you were supposed to bring home your Creating Systems of Equations worksheet, which is where we create them from a word problem. So we have finally moved into some level 3 category work. Get excited. Now, when you're creating your system, you usually make it up based on a word problem, which is what we're going to do with example 1. You first have to figure out, as number 1 states up here, how many unknowns do you have? This should be your number of variables. So in our system of equations that we've been doing, we've had 2 every time. We've had x, we've had y, and we're going to use different letters today like we have before, and it's perfectly fine. It says assign each unknown a variable, write the equations that you know based on the scenario, put both equations together inside a bracket, and solve. So this time you can choose whichever method you want to solve. You can solve by graphing, substitution, or elimination. So in example 1, Sean bought 2 pairs of, let's change these shoes to shorts. It was a typo. Sorry about that. Alright, so Sean bought 2 pairs of shorts and 1 pair of sunglasses for $50. So we're going to let S be our shorts, excuse me, and U be our sunglasses. So you first start with the first part of what it's asking you, and it's usually the first or second sentence, and that's your first equation. So he bought 2 pairs of shorts and 1 pair of sunglasses for $50. So that would be 2S plus U equals 50. He bought 2 pairs of shorts and 1 pair of sunglasses for $50. Then Ricky's also shopping today. Ricky bought 1 pair of shorts and 3 Ricky bought 1 pair of shorts and 3 pairs of sunglasses for $50. So Ricky would be S plus 3U equals 50. It says determine the price of each pair of a pair of shorts. Determine the price of a pair of sunglasses. And then, finally, how many pairs of shorts can you get for $100? So we're going to solve this using elimination. Now, we can choose to eliminate S or choose to eliminate U. I'm going to pause for a minute so you have time to finish writing. Now, I'm going to eliminate S, and I'm going to do that by multiplying my bottom equation by 2. So remember, you figure it out by taking this number and multiplying it right here. So I'm going to multiply everything in here by 2. So then that's going to become, my top equation is still the same, 2S plus U equals 50. And 2S plus 6U equals 100. Now, remember, we multiply everything inside by 2. And then we subtract. Now, the reason we subtract is because we have the same coefficient, the same sign. They're both positive, so you have to subtract to cancel. 2S minus 2S cancels. 1U minus 6U gives me negative 5U. And 50 minus 100 gives me negative 50. Now remember, we got these numbers because we multiplied our bottom equation by 2. We multiplied our bottom equation by 2 because we wanted to cancel our S, and that's the value right here. Now from here we would divide by negative 5, so our sunglasses are $10 a piece. Boom, we've answered one of the questions. That's this question right here. Now we need to take that $10 and we need to figure out how much a pair of shorts are. So we're going to take this 10 and we're going to plug it back into our top equation. So that's going to become 2S plus our U is now 10 equals 50. Oh, I wrote it on the side over there. So now from here, we would subtract 10 from both sides. Divide by 2, and S would equal 20. So now we figured out how much shorts cost, how much sunglasses cost, and then the final thing that it asks us is how many pairs of shorts you can get for $100. So we need to figure out if shorts cost 20 bucks and we have 100, how many we can buy. So we would do 100 divided by 20, and that would give us 5. So you can buy 5 shorts for $100. And we need to write our answer as a coordinate, 2010. So that's our first example on creating equations. Now for our next example, example 2, this is talking about numbers and sums. So if you're confused on how we did this example 1, pause the video here, restart it, go back and watch what we did, how we created our equations. Now example 2, alright, example 2 says the sum of two numbers is 13. So remember, sum means add. So we have any two numbers, we're going to call them x and y. And we're going to say x plus y equals 13 because it says the sum is 13. And then it says their difference is 3. So difference means you subtract. So you would have x minus y equals 3. It says what are the two numbers? Are these the only two numbers that could work? So we can solve this system any way we want to, and I'm going to solve it by elimination, which to me is the easiest of the three ways. And the reason I'm going to solve it by elimination is because these y's have the same coefficient of 1 and their opposite sign. So I'm going to add straight down. Remember, opposite sign, add on these. So x plus x gives me 2x. Y plus a negative y cancels. And 13 plus 3 gives me 16. Then I would divide by 2, and my x value would be 8. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to plug it back into the top, and I'm going to say 8 plus y equals 13, because we have to figure out what y is. Now, after we figure out what y is, we have to subtract 8 from both, to figure out what y is, we have to subtract 8 from both sides, so y would equal 5. So our two numbers are 8, 5. We've answered the first question. Then it says, are these the only two numbers that could work? The only two numbers that could work. So what I want you to do tonight, and this is what part of what we're going to discuss tomorrow, is if these are the only two numbers that could work, or if we could use other numbers. Don't forget about negatives, and we'll see tomorrow. I'll talk to you then. Have a good day.